So today, we're playing a Berserker class. We may just have done something a bit crazy. Something like this. This is going to be our natural counter. Actually, we've just broke through their armor. And wait a minute. Look how much poison they have on us. And they still can't kill us. 206 poison. What the... This craziness involves a Falcon blade, a cheese Goobert, and a badger rune. These three items combined allowed us to go turbo insane. But hey, check it out. Let me know what you think of it. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and jump into some rank games with the Berserker class and seeing what we can do today. We'll be taking this broom since it's on sale for 2. Might as well take the garlic too and a big old banana here. We'll move this in like so. Take a piggy bank here. We'll take this pocket sense. It's on sale for 1. We can buy it and sell it back for the same price. That is a hammer here, which is quite awesome here. But honestly, I will be taking this frying pan. Craft up that shovel. I'm going to sell our pocket sense since we bought it for 1. We can sell it. And I do want these items right here, as well as this leather bag. And yeah, we're going to move on for now. Our stamina usage is going to be a bit high, but that's why you have the banana. As well as our DPS is going to be a lot higher than our opponents here. And we can just smash him down here. I want to be a little bit more aggressive with Berserker here. Starting off because we do have that battle rage. Now we've got 11 gold. I will be taking the wooden sword here. Let's move our banana out. Add this in. Add in our whetstone like so. That is going to be our best positioning for now. And we are going to be looking for more whetstones here. I'm looking to go and craft up a Falcon blade here. That is kind of my preferred weapon as of right now. This pyromancer here is looking quite scary. They might just smash us here unless we get those blinds up here. Actually, battle rage saved us completely there. It was looking pretty doomed for us. Just pausing the video here very quickly just to ask you to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. But we actually got there in the end. We're going to go ahead and buy this whetstone and add it in for now. We'll add in our banana over this side. Move our items around just a little bit here. And add in our garlics here. As for these items here, I do want a customer card here. I do want to find rare items right now. Mana orb, not exactly one I was looking for. And I will be taking a Goobert here. Goobert is an insane item to find here. I want to be going for cheese Gooberts and a Falcon blade. I'm trying to be stacking up buffs and max life with the Falcon blade here. This ranger class is looking quite scary. However, they're being a little bit greedy with piggy banks. So that could be more in our favor. They're going to be going for that insane hammer dagger build with those lucky pigs here. That is an axe, which is actually nearly worth taking at this point. But I'm actually not going to go for it. However, I will actually go for another leather bag and this Goobert, and let's sell a rock here and reroll once. That could be a poison dagger, but I'm not entirely interested in it. We're going to be adding this in like so for now. We're going to be moving this here out like so we can have our weapons in. I don't want to steal Goobert. I do really want a cheese Goobert. That's going to be our best setup for right now. How we're just going to move. We got to find those gloves of haste here. That's going to be the big challenge here. This Reaper class not looking too scary. They're not actually making full use of the frying pan here. As well as not even their storage coffin here. They could have had another fly Garrick. However, they do have that leather armor that we have to burst through. But it shouldn't be much of a problem here. Yeah. Keeping all our lives. Keeping a perfect game going here. Actually, that was insane. Right now our common chances is pretty decent. Our rare chances. Let's take it. And not craft it up as of yet. And try to find those gloves of haste and immediately found one. I actually don't want to craft up a dragon claw, so we're going to actually move it out for now. And have it in here like so. Let's go ahead and reroll once more. And actually, next turn is our highest chances of rare items, so we might leave it out for inventory. For now, a bit of a waste. I'm actually not going to reserve the fanny pack. I do want it, but at the same time, I want to find those gloves of haste as fast as possible. And we're not actually making proper use of a gloves of haste here. However, it'll have to do for now. This pyromancer has a lot of life, a lot of damage mitigation, and a lot of heat stacking here, so we could be in a bit of trouble. They're scaling their DPS by scaling their heat. We have no scaling damage as of right now. We do have battle rage though. They do eat up our blind as well, which is a bit of a problem here. Yeah, we're definitely, unfortunately, going to lose here. Down life. Not great for us. That is a leather armor here. Also another custom card. How much custom cards do we want? Not too many here. I'm going to keep rerolling. Keep rerolling. Cheese. Might as well take it now so we can craft it up. Right now. And let's just continue on for now. Actually, we move this over. So that's that a little bit better here. I want that cheese Goobert, and I do want that Falcon blade to be hard carrying us, getting that max life increase, getting those buffs up. This Ranger class here already has a lucky pig. They are going to be going for that Fortuna's Grace meta build that just basically one-shots. It's insanely powerful. We'll see here, we stacked up 3 blind. However, with the Ranger class, having that luck, blind doesn't matter a whole lot here. And we actually ended up with 175 max HP, which is actually crazy insane. And we actually found our second pair of Gusts of Haste here. We can add this back in now. Actually, no we don't. We actually want to find more Gooberts. I want to find another cheese Goobert. Like crazy. I'm going to add that in like so for now. Let's reroll. We found a must item and a blood amulet here. Which I'm not going to take. I'm going to sell one of our garlics here. I'm going to take the spike collar. And I might sell one of our customer cards. Just so we can reroll here. As of right now, we kind of moved our setup around, so our hero sword is crafting up into that Falcon blade. We have a cheese Goobert here, we have our shovel here too. I want to replace the shovel with a fancy fencing rapier. I do love the Falcon blade and the fancy fencing rapier. There's a lot of damage output together. Cheese Goobert, going to be insane. I do want to find another Goobert, so we're keeping our customer card out of the shop for now. It's mostly our weapons in our duffel bag here, but we might actually have to change that around soon enough. We might not be able to keep up with our stamina. Like so. We're going to begin a Pandemonium Reaper class. They're going to be stacking up quite a lot of poison with this. However, they could be going even crazier with their storage coffin. However, they haven't sorted that out. So they could be stacking up even more poison here. However, our DPS is going to be quite lacking here. There's a shovel and a hero sword here is kind of fallen off a bit. We do really need that Falcon blade as of right now. It almost worked out though, but it wasn't just good enough here. We got our Falcon blade and it's time to choose our subclass. And honestly, I'm leaning most heavily towards the Shaman mask here. For a specific rune called a Badger rune. That increases your attack speed every time you hit here. I'm going to sell that one pocket sand. I do want this stamina sack. But I also want to find that Goobert. And actually, found one immediately. Let's go and reserve it. We do want to craft up this cheese Goobert. So we're going to be selling to actually get here. And I'm back in 1 second while I sort out our inventory here. So welcome back. As of right now, we have our Goobert and our cheese Goobert here, crafting up into 2 cheese Gooberts here, which is going to be amazing with the Falcon blade here. We do have our shovel in this location. It's not the most ideal. We could honestly just remove it right now and keep our stamina usage fairly low here. We'll hold it in for now. We could also go for a ruby egg, but I'm not going to take it here. We're going to move on and like this for now. We'll see how much max HP we can stack up. We have 115 life, however, we do have that 1 accuracy down on us. Not giving us 100% accuracy, could be a bit of a problem. But yeah, we're going up to 165. 190, it's actually going pretty good for us. We're in battle rage, our opponent's also in battle rage. They're absolutely smashing us though, and it's going to be a loss here as of right now. Our DPS is still quite lackluster. And I actually found the weapon I was really wanting, so we're going to be selling that, and we are going to be taking the fancy fencing rapier, and we're going to want it in this position. Most of us. We're going to move this around, and this is going to be our setup for right now. I do also want this Gloves of Haste to be targeting our Falcon blade as of right now, which means I'm going to be selling a garlic for this little storage here. We're just going to add it in like this for now. We can't actually do anything with it. Could go for a dragon scale claws, however I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave this as Gloves of Haste. It's going to give us that initial 20% speed boost on our Falcon blade. However, it could go insane in battle rage, but we're not going to want that. Once we get the Badger rune, we are going to be wanting that initial speed boost here. And yeah, look how crazy this looks so far. We'll have a quick look at the DPS. Fancy Fencing Rapier is going to be the DPS here. 9.8 versus 9.4. Doesn't look too crazy compared to each other, With the Falcon Blade, it does scale that damage quite nicely here. We'll check our HP. Our opponent here had 160, we had 310. But when we started, we had 130. Meaning we scaled up 180 max HP. Which is kind of awesome, but not anything insane. We just need those runes. And I'm going to go look on farm here. We'll take another funny back. I don't exactly want a blood rune here. I do want a flute though. Flute's going to be awesome for us. We'll add this in like so. Flute gives us luck, which is going to be great for a Fancy Fencing Rapier and a Shaman Mask here. But we do need those runes. That's going to be our damage on our Fancy Fencing Rapier. It's going to be taking it. Do we want another Gloves of Haste here? Potentially. Also, a leather armor could be awesome for us, which means we're going to need all these items here, which is going to limit. We do need that Badger rune here super fast to actually do something super crazy. I'm going to begin a Shaman with a Magic Torch and a Hungry Blade here. Their DPS is not going to be crazy insane. However, their Steel Goobert is scaling up their damage. So the longer the fight goes on, the more we're in trouble. Also, we're using up quite a bit of stamina. We are generating up heat as well. We're both in Battle Rage. However, their DPS is kind of outscaling ours, but no. We actually got there in the end. We had 435 life in that. That is also crit chance. We're going to be taking that one for sure. That is going to be a lot of damage on our Falcon, or on our Fancy Fencing Rapier. We should honestly just take one for our Falcon Blade too, just for that DPS here. And then we're going to need that extra storage. I'm going to have it in this position so we can actually be making use of our Cheese Goobert here. And we're going to have one flute this way. I'm going to add this in like so. Move this a little bit of storage. Add this in here and have that there too. Alternatively, we could have this like so. I think that might actually be better because we're going to be using up our luck here for Fancy Fencing Rapier. Other than that, can't do too much here. We can also put our funny back over here, so our banana is triggering our Cheese Goobert too. We also need to have an extra trigger on this side too. That's going to help us snowball like crazy. If we had a second Falcon Blade here, imagine how crazy this would be. However, it is already pretty difficult to craft up one Falcon Blade, let alone trying to get two here. And yeah, we just kind of smashed our opponent here very quickly here. As you can see, the Falcon Blade is actually out DPS in the Fancy Fencing Rapier, which normally, not lying here, the Fancy Fencing Rapier actually out DPS's the Falcon Blade here. Next up, do we actually go for another Cheese Goobert? I think we do. Then I don't think we actually take the leather armor here. And I don't think we take the Gloves of Haste here. I think we move. And that's a Cheese Goobert right now if we want to. And also a Spike Collar. And another flute. I do want this flute as well. That's a lot of items I want really badly here. If you remove this and have this over here, we can have this in like so. And have this in here. But then we actually can't make use of the cheese here, so I might actually for this round buy the Spike Collar. We might as well have this like so. And yeah, we have it in this position again. We're going to move on. We're going to save our gold for this Goobert. We're going to be crafting up a third Cheese Goobert with the Falcon Blade here. We'll see actually how much life we can get with it. However, this Reaper is absolutely destroying us. That actually down is going to be a bit of a problem. But actually, not too bad for us. That luck here from the flutes as well as your Cheese Gooberts here is actually keeping us alive here. And there's the Badger rune I was looking for. That might be a bit of an issue with our actual stamina consumption right now. We might actually have to remove the Fancy Fencing Rapier. However, that is going to be significant DPS for us. I'm going to add this in for now. We'll add in our cheese right here. Move this down a little bit so that's triggering off this. And we'll add our Forging Hammer back in too. Like so. And we're going to be crafting up another Cheese Goobert. Let's just move on. We could be making better use, but I'm moving pretty fast here. We'll see our cooldown is 2 right now with the Falcon Blade. And it goes down to 1.7 or 1.43, 1.33. And yeah, it's just scaling up super fast. We're scaling up that max HP like crazy. 405, and we actually survived with 3 lives left here. The Fancy Fencing Rapier and the Falcon Blade here and the Shaman class have been quite a nice combo in my opinion. I believe we can actually take this further once we have this extra Cheese Goobert. And yeah, maybe we just remove this for now. And have this in here. And actually take another Badger rune. Let's go ahead and remove the crit chance for now. Our DPS is going to be really, really, really low. But hey, we're going to have a little bit of a better setup. So back in 1 second while I sort this out. So welcome back for right now. We have our Falcon blade here. It's actually not making much use by giving other items around faster trigger speeds. However, it is going to be super fast with 2 battle runes. And with our triple cheese Goobert here. We have our hawk runes, which we had in our weapons, but now we actually have in our backpack here. Actually, every 4 seconds inflicting that blind, which is going to help us survive here unless we come up against a ranger class. Then we're just kind of screwed. We have the gloves of haste here, targeting that Falcon blade, giving it that initial speed because every hit after that increases the attack speed by 3% faster. Our stamina is going to be a huge issue here. We'll have to try and sort that out. But that's why we're going to be taking an extra flutes here. Like so. We'll add back in our Shaman mask and let's reroll here. Could have took a bird for extra attack speed, and that is another fancy rapier here. But I'm not going to take it here. I would also like this banana too for more stamina regeneration. Might as well take the potion belt for that extra storage. And yeah, we're going to move on. We'll see what the cooldown is like and how much max HP. And can we actually sustain our stamina usage here? We'll see though. Can it go crazy insane? We're going up again. A heat scaling Excalibur Pyromancer. They're going to be scaling up heat like crazy. Can we actually outpace them with our badge rune here? We're in battle rage. It's going to be a bit of a problem. Can we scale up all our buffs and our max HP? And actually, look at that. Insane here. 830 max HP, and look at all our buffs. Empower like crazy. And the cooldown is 0.46. That's insane. The stamina is 2.2. But it wasn't too bad here. We'll have a quick look at the DPS. The DPS is going to be quite low actually. Actually, 33.6. Not too bad. As for the healing, we might actually want to prioritize Vampirism. We'll have a quick look actually at the look. Actually, the majority of it was actually the Shaman mask. The flute giving us barely any. It's kind of awesome here. This is kind of a nice setup here with the Shaman mask giving us buffs, as well as the cheese Gooberts. Actually going quite insane. Also, let's check our max HP, 830. We started with 230 and ended with 830. We scaled up to 600 max HP in that fight. That is absolutely insane here. And I do want a leather armor. And I will be taking another potion belt. However, that's a must item. Are we safe to sell this now? I think we are. I'm going to move this in. Have this crafted up. That dragon skin armor keeping us alive here. Much, much better here. And we're going to take the must item here, Spike Collar. Every time I see this, I have to take it. 6% increased. Or it's 2 seconds longer battle rage. Which in turn keeps us alive a lot longer and increases our DPS because of our duffel bag here. If we find another Goobert here, we could actually go turbo insane with the cheese Goobert here. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. We're going to begin a poison stacking Reaper class with a lot of armor. Can they stack up more poison than we can stack up buffs and health and our DPS? Potentially we can't break through their armor. They already have 80, 90 poison on us. Yeah. This is going to be our natural counter. Actually, we've just broke through their armor. And wait a minute. Look how much poison they have on us. And they still can't kill us. 206 poison. What the? This build is actually insane. What's the cooldown on it? 0.37 seconds. Stamina usage is still 2.7. Yeah, we might actually want to find a stamina potion here to actually give us that a little bit of a push here. I do really, really, really want this. However, are we going to be able to fit this in? We're going to try anyway. We'll move this up. Can we move this somewhere else? Yeah, we can put this over here. Then we can fit this in, like so. We're going to get our cheese. We're going to add it in. We're going to reroll here. I don't want a fanfare. I don't want a dagger. That is a hammer dagger situation. Another banana could actually potentially help us here. We're going to be taking the fanny pack. We're going to be adding this in. So our flute triggers that a little bit more here. But yeah, this is our setup for right now. It hasn't changed a whole lot. We have our leather armor down here. We're not making much use of our fanny pack, but it is what it is. Our flutes here also could be doing better, but it's going to be here for now. We got one banana here, triggering off our gloves of haste. But our cheese actually might be better. More like this, however. Cheese is getting max value of the food items that we have. Then we have our badger runes here, and we also have our hawk runes here. Inflicting that blind here. We could alternatively have it in our armor here, but it's also a trigger for a cheese Goobert. Not the best trigger for a cheese Goobert, but it's not too bad all the same. Also, we'd much rather have this somewhere else. Say here, and then actually have another trigger for Cheese Goobert here. But this is going to be our setup for now, and we're going to move on. With 3 rounds to survive, we'll see how we do again. This Berserker with the anvil here. They actually have quite a nice setup with that double axe here. They're going to be scaling up a lot of damage, but can they outpace our buff and max HP? We put up in a battle rage, we're in battle rage too, and we're still scaling up our damage. This is actually crazy insane. That was just insane. We're going to be taking more and more cheese. That is what we're doing here, which could actually give us more and more buffs too. But we're not going to take another Badger Rune. Item uses 10% less stamina. We are definitely going to be taking here. That is that stamina potion. However, we can't actually afford it right now. Do we reserve it and buy it next round? Or do we sell a garlic for it? I think we sell a garlic. And do we actually craft up a strong heroic potion here? Or do we just leave it in our backpack here? We can craft it up like so. It's not in a potion belt here. But it's going to be okay like this for now. We have our cheese situation switched around. We sold our garlic so we could buy the heroic potion. And yeah, we're just going to continue rolling. This Badger Rune here actually decreasing the stamina cost of our Falcon Blade here. Actually quite nice here. And we're just getting smashed by this Mega Clover Fortuna's Grace build. Can we actually outbeat them here? It's not looking great. Their DPS just scales to an infinite. Yeah. Natural counter to us. It is what it is. This build here is absolutely insane. Look at the DPS on it. We'll see here. Our DPS was 5.3. Literally. And their DPS was 51.4. However, we did skill up over 400 max HP. And our cooldown was 0.5. And we got insane buffs. But yeah, with one more round to go, can we actually make it here? I do want this Elephant Rune for... If you have it in our backpack here, it's going to give us a lot of max HP. And unfortunately, this could have been a really nice if you shut up last round. We've one more round to go so we can actually craft it up. Imagine having a 4th Cheese Goobert here. It would actually be extremely awesome for us. But unfortunately, we didn't quite get it here. We're going to be buying this fanny pack. We're going to be moving this over. Because we want that cheese in here. And this cheese too. Actually, we'd rather have the cheese over here. That is going to be much better. Because that's actually going to be targeting our Falcon Blade here. And if we actually remove this. And move it into a different position. We're also not going to buy that Goobert here. That is another flutes here I don't actually want. Kind of just going through some items here. I do really want this. We can fit this in like this for now. Switch that around so we can have this here. And then we can actually have another cheese down here. We can fit in our banana. Banana's not super ideal here. But that is also in a fanny pack as well as our Falcon Blade, given that extra speed. And yeah, that's all our gold. So this is going to be our final setup here. We do have an Elephant Rune. We do have Hawk Runes for given that blind here. We also need to move this over so it's in a potion belt. But yeah, we had 3 Gooberts. We had a Falcon Blade here. With 2 Badger Runes, every hit's increasing the speed of it. Then we have 2 extra cheeses, also scaling up max HP. We did see a 4th Goobert, but it wasn't until the final round here. And there's no point taking it at this point. But yeah, it's worked out quite nicely here. We have 3 lives left. Mainly because we came across a one-shot meta ranger build. But other than that, it's been smashing here. The Falcon Blade with the Badger Runes here have been super fun, to be honest. Let's go ahead and see what we can do in our final round. Can we keep up with this Pyromancer with that Sun Armor, Excalibur, Scale and Heat and Regeneration? Are they going to be able to outpace us here? We're going to be scaling buffs and max HP. They're just going to be scaling Heat and Regeneration. However, their DPS is keeping up with us. They're keeping us a half-life. We're in battle rage now, that's going to be the problem. We have over 1000 max HP. We're still scaling though. Our Falcon Blade is constantly out stamina, that's the problem. But yeah, we're not going to be able to put a dent in him though. Look at that regeneration. Look at his 1500 max HP. But still, we still lost, unfortunately, here. The stamina usage here, too insane for us. That shield ate up a lot of our stamina. But hey, we got the Falcon Blade to 58 DPS. Stamina cost still a bit high here. But that is why we had the flutes and the banana and the strong heroic potion here. We need more potions. That would have been super necessary, but we had a cooldown at 0.3 here. And also tax twice. Triggering items here, allowing us to stack up over 1500 max HP. However, the problem lied, if we actually had more vampirism here, it could have helped us out quite significantly. Look at our opponent's buffs as well. They scaled up so much spikes, thanks to the pineapple here. They scaled up in power, regeneration, and luck. Actually, looking at our opponent's build here, the cap discomforts here actually was a big nerf to us, because they had a chance to nullify our buffs here. So we actually had a 30% less buff gain here, which we would have had more in power, more heats, more vampirism, more regeneration here. Making us go turbo insane. But yeah, 1500 max HP without actually going the Excalibur route and focusing the Falcon Blade route here. We'll have a quick look at the DPS. Actually, towards the end, yeah, Falcon Blade is doing about 15.3. That's because of the stamina usage, rather than actually 58 DPS here. In reality here, we could have actually just had one Badger rune and probably the damage rune for the crit chance and the crit damage. Alternatively, you can go with the stun chance here to actually stop our opponent from attacking us, which would have been really, really good too. And in this final fight, we ended up with 1585 max HP, and when we started, 350 max HP. We scaled up 1350 max HP. That's actually extremely awesome, and we still survived with 2 lives, giving us 11 rank points here, which is savage here. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here for now. I just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment or subscribe, and I hope you keep looking for the next one. See you next time.